Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Coaches Talk, where we discuss all things OU related, college football related, all sports, anything in between. I'm your host, Coach Ricks. And before we get started, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Be sure and hit that ring button. And man, I'm kind of tired. I can't even get everything out this morning and everything. Had a rough night last night, man, watching the ball game, listening to some other friends of mine's podcast, jumping on, giving my little insight on how things went. I think a lot of us, man, we just need to take a chill pill, just calm down just a little bit. I know it was Temple, but there are some good and there's some bad things that we got to look at tonight and everything. So take it with a grain of salt. Yes, it was Temple, but look at the good and look at the bad, and then look at what will come down the pipe and everything. So, first, I want to get on starting, man, and say Dewey Silman, long overdue, long overdue. If you don't know who the Silman brothers are and everything, man, you are living up under the rock. Uh, you got to give much love for him and his family, man, for what they did for Oklahoma back in the 60s and 70s, man. So, much love, much respect for that team, what they did, what they accomplished. So you got to give your flowers. I'm all about giving flowers to people and everything, man, that do amazing things. So I want to start the podcast off by giving him his flowers. And now let's jump into the ball game. The ball game, man, was what I thought it was going to be. You have 8 months of getting familiarized with a game plan or how you're going to attack a certain team. Everything was vanilla. We all knew that was going to be vanilla. We knew OU was not going to show anything. OU was not going to go out there and do something crazy just to get a win. I, I feel like they were heavily overmatched. I feel like Temple was heavily overmatched and everything. They tried trick play. They tried to roll the quarterback out of the pocket. They tried to do screen passes. They tried a lot, and OU was ready for all of it, man. I think having Zach Alley there, man, is going to free up Brent to do other things. So first of all, let's get into the injuries. First series of the game, Hickman, the center, he goes down, and then you bring in the transfer from Washington to be play center. I think he's going to be okay. I think they said he was a sprained ankle. He'll probably be out, until until Tennessee. So I'll let him rest Houston and Tulane. Let the center from the transfer from Washington come in here and do his thing. And then you also too, everything. Man, you had Bakes come in the ball game, the freshman, talented freshman, come in and play center. A lot of moving pieces, man. I mean, and that's what people don't realize. If you would have left the starting screen in, the first team in, it would have been in the 70s. But these are the kind of games that you want your freshman, your second string, your third string. Those are the times you want them to come in there and get playing time in jail. And Andre Ware said something to me, man, last night on the ball game, man, that I've been preaching and preaching and preaching for the longest. When you bring in backups, that's quarterback, that's running backs, that's receivers, do whatever. Don't let the playbook get real small. Run your damn plays. Run your plays because you don't know when you might need that person. It kills me when you bring a quarterback in the second half and he just hands the ball off. And then that's what Jackson Arnold did last year. And then when Dylan went on to transfer to Oregon, and then we needed, Jackson Arnold to do good in the bowl game, he wasn't prepared. Run your offense, man, when you bring in your backups. Don't change shit. That burns my butt. Steve Spurrier said it best. It's my job to score points. It's your job to stop me. Stop with the vanilla freaking playbook. Run your offense and let it happen because that's when he's really going to excel at the next level. Because you might need him in a game like Texas or a game like Tennessee or Auburn, and you don't have him jailed and ready to run the offense. He's not going to run the offense. So when Andre Ware said that, man, I was giving him credit for that because that was one of my biggest pet peeves with Oklahoma and with Lincoln. He would bring in the backup quarterback and he would hand the down ball off. And I just don't want them doing that. Bauer Sharp, he's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a problem. Uh he looked damn good. He can block, he can pass block, he can run block, and then he can catch in the outfield. I mean, catch in the flats. He can run precise routes. I mean, he's going to be a problem for some teams and everything. You already have key pieces around Jackson Arnold, and there's nothing better than have a tight end that can give you that Kelsey or Kettle and everything type of matchups with DBs. Some small DBs won't be able to match up to him because he's too physical and too big. Bigger defensive ends and I guess you bring down the strong safety, they can't guard him because he's too fast. So that's a great mixed match to have, Bauer Sharp and everything. And then you also have Roberts as the backup. I think Oklahoma has something with their tight ends that's going to be a problem for teams in the SEC going this year. Man, Javante Barnes looked good. Javante Barnes looked like the Javante Barnes and everything that came out his freshman year. He looked, he ran hard, he ran physical, and he ran fast. So if you have him and then Tatum, and then you have uh uh well, Franklin did pretty good too. I mean, I think all the backs did good, man. We didn't see Hicks that much, but Sawchuck and everything, man. To have Sawchuck, to have Tatum, to have Barnes, to have Franklin, man, you got a stable of backs. And I think Hicks might be the best out of all of them, and he didn't get to play that much. So I think that the balance on the running back squad is deep, along with your receivers, and then with your quarterback and with your tight ends. Oklahoma's going to have a problem. Oklahoma's going to be a problem for teams in the SEC. We keep hearing about Oklahoma's not ready for the SEC and the physicality of the SEC. You're asking big guys to get in on the field and be lateral and to guard people. That's going to be hard for them to do. I mean, everybody's going to try to prove their point that, oh, you can't do it on me. Well, we're going to find out. We're definitely going to find out. But to go in there and beat someone 51-3, and you give them a total of 197 yards, 128 yards passing, 69 yards rushing. They rushed the ball 36 times, and they got 69 yards. I don't give a damn who you play. Sister Mary the blind, Sister Mary with two left feet, Sister Mary with two right arms. You hold somebody to 69 yards rushing on 36 attempts. That's 1.9 yards. That's you barely taking a step and they hitting your ass. So I don't want to hear about it being tempo. Yeah, I think, but when you look at it like this, they might not have the big physical, athletic offensive linemen, the 5 stars, but I did see some 290 and 300-pound guys on Temple, and we were still just getting around them. I get it. The skill set might not be there on the offensive line for Temple, but can you tell me an offensive line that's going to be that mobile that can stop the misdirection of the defense and how they're coming and how move and be lateral and use your hands and use your arms? It's going to be very difficult for some of these teams in the SEC. And yeah, it's Temple, but take it with a grain of salt. That was a damn good defensive game, you know, and to have 6 takeaways in one game. Damn, they said that Temple had 5 for the whole season. OU already has 6 in game one. There again, it's Temple, but still, I don't care. You still have to play the game that is in front of you. A lot of people try to sit here and say, "Oh, it's Temple." Oh, it's as George Galloway's main thing. Oh, it's Temple. It's Temple. I'm tired of hearing that. There was time when Oklahoma played teams like Temple and teams like Tulane, and they struggled. So I don't want to hear that shit. I mean, I get tired. I mean, give them their flowers, give them love. I mean, it's no big deal. I mean, it's not like you're playing a high school team. You are playing a Division 1 team. Period. Don't care where you come from. So 36 yards, 36 carries, 69 yards. Crazy. Then on the other side, no one's mentioned this, but I'm gonna give him his flowers. Tyler Keltner. We got a kicker, y'all. We got a kicker. Kicked the one for 50 yards and kicked one for 42 yards with ease. He didn't even struggle. He just kicked it and it didn't barely make it. It was 10, 20 yards passed. So he got a strong leg. I think, guys, we got a kicker now. We got a kicker that if the game comes down to it, I feel confident that we can make that field goal. So no one's mentioned his name yet, but I'm gonna give him his flowers and everything, man. Tyler Keltner and everything, man. A game's gonna come down to where he has to kick a field goal for us and win the ball game. I feel real confident that he can do that. Uh, on a sad note, we did lose Jalil Farouk. They said he got a broke foot, the same foot that he had broke in the summer. Excuse me, in the spring. So he's going to be out 6 to 7 weeks. I know that we always say we're good at the receiver, but JJ Hester got to catch the damn ball. There was one on the slant that he had right in his hand. He had caught that ball. He was gone to the house. You got to catch the ball. I mean, these are the games you train for. Is that it's nothing more frustrating when you bust your butt all camp and then you get in the ball game to shine and then you don't even catch the ball. You had 3 catches that one could have been a touchdown, two could have been at least a 30, 40-yard gain both times. So you could have probably had over 100 yards rushing on 300 yards receiving on 3 passes, but you dropped them. Got to catch the ball, my guy. Got to catch it. Uh, what can we say about Jaden Jackson? Man, if you didn't watch the game and see that this guy was putting back in the damn center up into the quarterback's pocket almost every try, now I see why they say he's the real thing. I mean, but just the depth, man, that we had at the defensive line. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I didn't think we had that. I didn't think that OU had that. That defense, man, to be honest, was a Clemson 2016 to 2019, 2020 defense. That was the defense. This is the defense I think that Oklahoma, if they would have had it in 2017 when Baker was here, oh, there's no doubt they win the championship. There's no doubt. This defense is physical, nasty, and fast. I've seen things in this game I've never seen OU do. They were hitting. They were coming down, laying wood to anybody. They were corralling to the ball, and all coaches love that. As a coach, I love see ball, hit ball. When you have a guy catch the ball, you got 5 or 6 guys commencing in to try to tear his head off. You love that kind of stuff, man. I don't care what nobody say. You love that. So I think Oklahoma did what they're supposed to do tonight. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty, but when you work all summer and all fall camp, and then you get to the point to where the game is here, and then you lose key pieces like your center, you lose key pieces like one of your receivers, and now you're plugging in a person to do this and plug in and do that. You were already depleted on the offensive line. Everybody was already talking about that might have been your weakness, and now the starting center is out. The center is pretty much the quarterback on the line. He dictates how thing goes. So when you bring in another person, that that little the way that they form this little union, it's messed up because now you got a different guy in. Now they got to learn how he shifts to the left. Is he going to shift to the right? Is his foot going to be here? How are we going to block this person? Everything gets mixed up. So fans, just calm down. It's one game. It's one game. They knew they didn't have to come out here and do anything special to beat Temple. That's no disrespect to Temple, but they knew they didn't have to come out here and do anything special. So just calm down, take it with a grain of salt. As we get better, so will the competition. But you want to build and build and build and build. So when you do play competition, your confidence is there. One, the unity is there. Two, then you focus about you don't have to worry about who's going to be where. Is he going to do this? Is he going to do that? You know, that's done. And the last thing that you got to worry about and everything when you play, when you get that camaraderie and you got those 4 games under your belt, and now you play in Tennessee, heart. All these guys know now. Okay, I can do this. I did it against this. I did it against that. you're building confidence, man, and that's all these guys need. They're is let alone they're hearing it from the media, but then they start hearing it from your damn fans. Just chill out, man. It's one damn game, one game, 51-3, and we're complaining about what didn't go right. What do we want? 70-0, and then we still would bitch about something that they didn't do. Just calm down. Just calm down. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. I didn't have that much to really argue about. I love the six takeaways. I love that Kellner kicked the two field goals. I love seeing Barnes and Tatum in the backfield together. That's gonna be dangerous. And last but not least, Deion Burks. Man, let me tell you, if this dude don't be all SEC, I don't know what we're talking about. This dude is gonna be special. And I think with Jaleel being out, I think by the time Jaleel gets back, without prayerfully he gets back in time to help his NFL draft stock and everything, man. Because I think with him, Deion Burks, Nick Anderson, and then you get Audrey Anthony back and everything, they're gonna be a hell. They're gonna be a problem. They're gonna be a problem. So let's just cool down. Let's just calm down. Uh, the offense played great. Jackson Arnold did make a few decisions. You can't let him get hit like that. You gotta throw the ball away, my guy. Throw the ball away. No big deal. Just throw it away. Live to see another down. There, you don't have to go out there and prove that you are Oklahoma's quarterback. You already got it. Just go out there and do what you're supposed to do. That's it. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to jump on here, man, give my little insight on the ball game. Man, you really can't nitpick about the game. If you want to nitpick, man, chill the hell out. It's just one game. Uh, Bill Beanbo is going to get the offensive line squared away. We're still moving chess pieces all over the board to see who gels where, who does what. Give it time. Give it time. Let's evaluate the next game. And if the next game shows the same problems from game one, then you might can bitch. But I'm pretty sure you'll start to see a descent and bad. I mean, what we had five penalties the whole game? Five penalties. Some false start, some holding, uh, some personal fouls. When you're tired of hitting your own players, things tend to happen. Emotions tend to run to the left, to the right. It'll be all right, guys. It'll be all right. We're 1-0. Next week, we'll try to get 2-0, and then we'll keep it moving. So just chill out. No big deal. OU won. Now, if we would have won barely, I can see you guys having some complaints and gripes, but 42.5 was a point spread. We covered that. Y'all still bitching. Chill out. Chill out. Well, hey, that's my time, man. I just want to get on here, man, give my little insight on it. OU won the game 51-3. Dominating in dominating fashion. The defense looked damn good. I think Zach Alley is going to take a lot of pressure off Brent, so Brent can be moved on to other things. Until then, man. Hey guys, we as fans, man, let's keep it clean. Let's love our team. Let's give our team confidence, and let's keep it pushing. Coach Rick's out, man. See you guys later, man. Take care. Much love.